This is ABC7 News at 6. Your Suncoast News. We're here for you.
Good evening, I'm Jacqueline Matter. Thanks for joining us. Scott Dennis has the evening off. Topping our news this hour, Palmetto residents are claiming there is a serious issue of derelict boats, not only causing pollution in their water, but a safety issue as well. ABC7's Dwayne Lindo takes a look at what Palmetto police are doing to get that issue fixed. Dwayne?
Well, Jacqueline, many of these Palmetto residents that live within eye view of the Manatee River say that the problem with these derelict boats have gotten worse after Hurricane Irma. They are sometimes abandoned, not maintained, and in some cases can sink and pollute parts of the Manatee River. For local resident George Amaris, this poses a huge problem.
We find a lot of litter, we find a lot of debris. I don't necessarily want to blame the people from these derelict boats, but the stuff's got to be coming from somewhere.
He says many of these boats pose as a safety hazard as well.
And coming through, a lot of these boats don't have the lights that are required by Fish and Wildlife. It's kind of hard to make sure that you're not running into one of their boats, that the ones that are floating and obviously the ones that are still sunken as well.
If it has fuel on board, if it has it can be a danger to where it goes up against the piling, something happens where it could blow up. It could rupture and sink and send fuel all over the place.
Palmetto Vice Mayor Brian Williams says these derelict boats have plagued this part of the river for years, and it's not getting any better.
25, 30-foot boats that sink. We've had, after Irma, I think we had 3 boats that were picked up out here that had sunk. They become a cost to the county, to the state, and to the feds.
Palmetto Police Chief Scott Tyler says the department has not been out to remove any derelict boats in 45 days and relies heavily on marine enforcement and the Manatee County Sheriff's Office to get that done.
The Palmetto Police Department doesn't have its own boat, so we need to rely on other agencies to help take us out in the river and perform those functions, take the enforcement action that's appropriate.
Tyler says he's well aware of the safety issues some of these boats can cause, but there's a process.
We don't just go out there and tell somebody they got to pick up and move. We just don't go out there and tow the boat away. We have to notify owners. We have to, give them notice, give them an opportunity to comply, and so it's a little bit of a lengthy process.
And Tyler points out once they go through that process, it's just a matter of coordinating schedules with marine law enforcement to get these boats out of the water. Reporting live in Palmetto, Dwayne Lindo, your Suncoast News.
Thank you so much, Dwayne. FEMA officials on the Suncoast today answering insurance questions and giving advice on rebuilding after Hurricane Irma. FEMA had specialists at hand at Lowe's in Northport to offer tips and techniques to any questions on topics from flood insurance to weatherproofing your home as well.
We are here sharing information and educating them about how to build back better, safer, stronger, and kind of following up on loose ends, something that they may not have done because the registration is over now. But there are a lot of information they're still needing, and a lot of people haven't finalized it. So we're just here for the public, letting them know that we do care and doing everything we can. And they're just asking questions about how to get just what do we think is best for them to do in reference to building back better and safer and preparing for any future damages.
And free reference booklets with information about protecting your home from flood damage were also available to those who attended. Traffic concerns on the Suncoast are once again at the center of a controversial proposal. The Florida Department of Transportation wants to either construct a new bridge or add to the DeSoto Bridge, which currently runs over the Manatee River. But opposition is growing against that project. The option on the table currently would take the bridge over 1st, 9th, 15th, or 27th Streets. But the elevated road that would be constructed above 1st Street in downtown Bradenton and extend over the Manatee River is causing the biggest concern.
They divide the fiber of the community because you have this big structure now right through the middle of the community. They definitely lower property values, and I don't think anyone would be proud of that. And they also hurt local business development.
It's the most destructive plan I've ever seen. FDOT need to see their way through that plan.
A public hearing on that overpass will be held tomorrow at First Baptist Church in Bradenton. Well, let's check in with meteorologist Steve Newman for a look at your First Alert weather forecast tonight. Steve?
Jacqueline, this was about the coolest morning I can remember for almost 2 years across the Sun Coast. We had some frost in some inland areas, but a hard freeze up in northern Florida, 28 at Gainesville, 26 in Tallahassee, even Miami. Boy, they notice it when they're 52 down there. West Palm Beach, 43, my goodness. But across our viewing area, we had some pockets of wind-sheltered areas where we got down to like 34, 35, 36 degrees with some reported frost in interior areas. But right along the coast, our official low was 40 at the airport. And we have clear skies tonight, but the air is moistened up, so it's not going to cool off so quickly tonight. In fact, the dew points are going up, meaning we'll probably bottom out around 46, 47 degrees for overnight low. And with that dry air still in place, nothing can be seen on radar. And our futurecast in high definition that takes us through the night and early morning hours shows light and variable winds, some clouds out over the Gulf, but mainly clear and dry for us. And then things change tomorrow. We'll talk about that in a few minutes, but here's your evening planner. Show temperatures in the 50s this evening, dropping off to the upper 40s to the early morning hours with clear and starlit skies. Our complete forecast and maybe ahead at Christmas Day weather in just a few minutes. Jacqueline.
Okay, thank you so much, Steve. A little colder of a night this evening. A day-long search for a missing canine officer comes to a sad end today. The Charlotte County Sheriff's Office says their canine Edo was found dead off Cranberry Road in Northport. A necropsy report says the dog's injuries were consistent with being hit by a car. The dog had gone missing on Saturday afternoon from his handler, Private First Class Sean DeVoli's garage. Many questions still remain, including how the dog managed to get out of his cage.
Could it be something as the dog just got out? Could it be something as somebody lifted the gate and got it out? We just don't have those answers right now.
Northport Police Department is investigating, but officials did say that cage was still latched when the handler realized the dog was gone. A group of young girls on the Sun Coast are using what they learned for a school project to help animals in need. They recently learned how to make keychains in school and then went home to ask their parents for more crafting supplies. They made about 100 keychains and then sold them, with all the proceeds benefiting Nate's Honor Animal Rescue in Lakewood Ranch. All 3 girls rescued their dogs and want to help a good cause.
We really love our dogs and we want to help out, and so we just picked Nate's for it, and because it's really close.
The girls made more than $330 by selling their keychains and delivered it to Nate's on Saturday. They hope to make more in the future so that they can help more animals. Venice High School is celebrating a string of athletic victories. Over the weekend, the Venice Indians football team won the state championship in Orlando. The Indians beat their opponent, Bartram Trail High School. Now, this is only the second state title for the school in the program's 17 years. This coming only a few weeks after the girls volleyball team also took home the state championship.
It's awesome. It's 2 programs, which has not happened here since I've been here. And so it's exciting. It really is to see those student athletes work real hard, not only on the field, but in the classroom.
The head football coach told us today that this was a perfect end to their season. Still to come on your Suncoast News, the latest on the attempted terrorist attack in New York City, what authorities are saying inspired that attack. And the Florida Senate looking to make it harder for the legislature to raise taxes. We'll have more on these stories when we come back.
Soldiers in the Army National Guard live up to a set of time-honored principles.
I will always place the mission first.
They stand ready to respond to any crisis.
I will never accept defeat.
They serve in their communities as citizens and as soldiers.
I will never quit.
They train part-time to be ready to serve at all times.
I will never leave a fallen comrade.
Learn more at nationalguard.com.
Hi, I'm Chef Bob. Watch Aprons in the Kitchen every Wednesday morning on ABC7, where we'll be serving up the most awesome dishes. Then stop by your neighborhood Publix, pick up the recipe card and all the ingredients.
I heard about the Detoli Cancer Center through friends of mine who had been treated here and were very pleased with the treatment.
If there is prostate cancer, we at the Detoli Cancer Center will find it using 3D color flow Doppler ultrasound.
And that helped precisely identify where my cancer was and some additional cancers that were not found during the biopsy. I would recommend the Detoli Cancer Center. As a group of human beings, they are unbelievably great.
Today, everyone is looking for carpeting that lasts longer. G. Fried has you covered with Karastan. With a legacy of quality and integrity, we provide you with a huge selection of Karastan carpets with exclusive lifetime limited warranties. All installed by our highly skilled, highly knowledgeable team. Come ask us why Karastan is the best and most durable. G. Fried Flooring America. Our world is at your feet.
Is your mop a dirty, disgusting mess? You need the Hurricane 360 Spin Mop System, the only mop and bucket that spins the dirt away. A system that cleans practically anything and everything with super absorbent microfiber. Dip it in the washer side and the mess releases into the bucket. Then place it in the dryer side and push on the pedal. You get a clean mop pad that's practically dry and ready for more. And your hands will never again touch a dirty, disgusting mop. The heads are washable and reusable. Get the Hurricane 360 Spin Mop System for just 2 payments of $19.99. You'll also get a Sticky Buddy, the reusable sticky roller that picks up pet hair and lint and washes clean in seconds. You can take advantage of our 2-for-1 Pick It Up special and get a second spin mop set. Just pay additional shipping and fee. And we'll upgrade you to free priority handling. So don't wait. Order now.
Call 1-800-394-1524 to get your Hurricane Spin Mop double offer. So hurry and call 1-800-394-1524. Call now.
ABC7, your official Florida lottery station for the Suncoast.
The attempted terrorist attack in New York City is believed to be inspired, not directed by ISIS, according to authorities. During the height of morning rush hour, police evacuating the Port Authority bus terminal in New York City after reports of an explosion. A crude device detonated in a passageway below ground at the world's busiest and nation's largest bus terminal. 1 person is in custody and 4 people are injured, including the suspect.
This was an attempted terrorist attack. Thank God the perpetrator did not achieve his ultimate goals.
The suspect, according to sources, is 27-year-old Aked Ullah from Bangladesh. He has been living in the U.S. for the past 7 years. This incident was all captured on transit system video, and authorities are reviewing the tape and interviewing witnesses moving forward. The Florida Senate says it is open to the idea of a constitutional amendment that would make it harder for the legislature to raise taxes. Senate President Joe Negron says the Senate is working on a measure to require 2/3 votes by the legislature before raising taxes or fees or creating new ones. When asked about the potential impact of raising the threshold for passing taxes or fees, Negron expressed some doubt about including fees on the amendment.
It's highly unlikely that the legislature would raise taxes. I think the real issue is going to be, what should the percentage of the vote be? Should it also include fees?
In November, the House unveiled a proposal that would require 2/3 votes by the legislature to raise taxes or fees. The Florida Constitution Revision Commission will also take up a measure on Tuesday that is similar to the House proposal. Well, stay with us. Steve Newman will be back after the break with your First Alert weather forecast for the week.
Outdoor living is one of the greatest perks about living in Florida. So whether this is your style, or this, or maybe this, contact Superior Pools. They've been building pools from Sarasota to Naples since 2001, and they would love to build yours.
It's the holiday sales event here at Alex Karras Lincoln. Drive a brand new 2017 Lincoln MKX Sport Utility for $349 per month, or Lincoln's flagship, the 2017 Continental, for $449 per month. We have a great selection of certified pre-owned Lincolns. These vehicles have warranties up to 100,000 miles and come with complimentary roadside assistance. Alex Karras Lincoln, affordable luxury. Winner of the prestigious 2015 President's Award, serving Florida's Sun Coast since 1978. We are located 2 miles north of the Sarasota-Bradenton Airport on US 41.
The perfect musical for the holidays is live on the Players Center stage. Packed with the big band sounds from World War II, the 1940s Radio Hour is our boogie-woogie bugle boy answer to the holiday blues. Call the Players Center at 365-2494 or visit us at theplayers.org. The Players Wild Broadway series wishes you a Merry Christmas with the 1940s Radio Hour.
If you're over the age of 50 and considering buying an annuity in the next 60 days, I have some important news for you.
Don't buy an annuity until you understand the pros and cons of annuities. A free book to help you maximize your retirement income from television host and three-time author Josh Melberg has been released. This book reveals little-known truths about annuity strategies in simple-to-understand terms. Grab a pen right now because we are about to offer you this free book that unlocks the 5 little-known secrets we believe baby boomers and seniors should know before buying an annuity. Call 800-307-2040 now, and you'll receive a free copy of Josh Melberg's book, Next Gen Annuity Strategies Revealed. As a bonus, we'll also send you the #1 mistakes retirees are making with their investments today, and a free DVD on how you can get up to 33% more income in retirement. Call 800-307-2040 to have your free information kit rushed to your door. Again, that's 800-307-2040.
The following message is brought to you by Mesobook.com.
People who have been diagnosed with mesothelioma have many questions. How did I get this disease? What are my treatment options? How will this affect my loved ones? You need answers, which is why we offer a free book written by medical professionals who have treated mesothelioma.
Call toll-free at 1-800-777-1366 or go to Mesobook.com.
Check out My Suncoast Dining on mysuncoast.com, your guide to the foodie lifestyle. ABC7's own Chef Judy serves up her favorite recipes, cooking tips and trends, dining blogs, step-by-step videos, and Suncoast Restaurant Guide. You'll find it all at mysuncoast.com/dining.
Outdoor living is one of the greatest perks about living in Florida. So whether this is your style, or this, or maybe this, contact Superior Pools. They've been building pools from Sarasota to Naples since 2001, and they would love to build yours.
Well, some people are enjoying this colder weather, some not so much.
People have been coming up to me, what is with this? When is it going to warm up again? We came to Florida so we don't get cold.
Right.
And this was the coldest morning I can remember for a couple of years.
Really?
But it's going to warm up. This is it. It's a one-shot deal. Take a look at Casey Key, which had a beautiful sunset today. The surf is down, but we're going to get some winds tomorrow. They're going to put that surf back up, pounding along the coast. Not a great day to be out on the water tomorrow because of a cold front passing overhead and bringing us cooler weather for Wednesday, but tomorrow is going to be about 10 degrees cooler than today. Well, there you go. These are temperatures right now: 57 at Tampa, 61 at Naples, as warm as 63 down at Key West and Miami. It was a very frosty morning up in the northern part of the state, and we haven't had patches of frost in interior Sarasota and Manatee County, but right now 61 at Longboat Key, Siesta 60, warm spot 61 at Punta Gorda as well. Currently at the airport, the temperature is 56 degrees, dew point 46. It's coming back up, and the more moisture we get in the air, the colder it will not get. It's going to stay milder overnight with more moisture. Calm winds, though. Our high today was 64, last night's low 40, and the record high 45 years ago today. It was a Tuesday. I remember because I was doing the weather here at what we now call ABC7 on this date in 1972 when it was 87. That was 45 years ago, and I was 20 years old, so I guess you now know how old I am today. Here is the clear skies over the Sunshine State today, and we will continue to see that through tonight, but clouds will thicken up just a little as the front approaches, but the big effect will be the wind as that front comes in from the north during the day. Well, they're getting a big old snowstorm across the Great Lakes, and it's a combination of two systems, one back here near Chicago and another one, an Alberta clipper over the Great Lakes. And if we look at the futurecast showing they just coalesce into one big snowstorm over upstate New York, part of the Appalachians. The morning drive is going to be wet in New York City and Boston, but it will be rain, not snow on this one. But look at another storm coming in for Wednesday, swirling down from Canada, and it's taking a more southerly path, so maybe Thursday or Friday, New York City and Boston will get snow again. Here's the weather pattern showing that dip in the jet stream, keeping it cool all the way down into the deep south, and there are the two snowstorms that are going to merge overnight tonight. Still high pressure over the west, dry and warm, unseasonably warm, smoky in the LA basin, unfortunately, as those wildfires continue. Temperatures are moderating in the deep south because not that snow that we've got early in the weekend, and on Friday 64 in New Orleans, 75 at Dallas. And our futurecast for us here at home shows we'll have clear skies overnight, and here comes that front coming south from the Great Lakes very quickly, passes by, brings in a little parcel of cool but dry air, but not as cool and dry as the last one, so there will be a temperature change, but not as drastic as what we just saw yesterday. Now, tonight's forecast over a beautiful Sarasota Bay, not quite as cold under clear skies. The low temperature 47, calm winds, and there's your average, so we're still not quite up there. But for tomorrow, a beautiful sunny day. Partly sunny, but the winds are really going to affect things, gusting up to 25 during the afternoon. The average 74, will make it to 72, so close to average, but then the front comes through, and look what happens. We drop down to 62, a 10-degree drop for Wednesday. So it looks like Thursday is a pretty decent day. Then another front comes through, and it'll be a wet one on Friday, bringing us a good chance of rain and more winds, cooling us off for Saturday. Then Sunday and Monday, we warm back up, and I think it's going to set the stage for an extended period of mild weather that takes us through Christmas Day, when I think it'll be about 82 and sunny. I'll have to work the day after Christmas to face the music on that one, but I think it's a pretty good forecast. And that's our weather. Linda?
First out the door when it matters most. For more than a decade, he's been right there, everywhere. And when American jobs are on the line, he leads the charge. ABC's World News Tonight with David Muir is America's most watched newscast, and we thank you.
For your plumbing, electrical, or air conditioning, and services is qualified, and service calls are free. And services.com, A-N-D, services.com.
Florida Studio Theater presents Mac the Knife, celebrating the spirited and immense talent of one of the greatest performers of the 20th century, featuring some of Bobby Darin's biggest hits such as Splish Splash, Beyond the Sea, Dream Lover, and of course, Mac the Knife. Critics say Mac the Knife is energetic, performed with great spirit, full of impressive arrangements. Audiences are calling it outstanding in every way. Mac the Knife is now playing. Tickets can be purchased by calling 941-366-9000 or by visiting FloridaStudioTheater.org.
Get the best Black Friday deals right now during the Black Friday sales event at Sunset Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sarasota. Shop the area's largest selection of new Jeep Wranglers. Get KBV's 2017 Best Buy Award overall winner, the Chrysler Pacifica, for as little as $24,999. Or be one of the first to drive away in a 2018 Jeep Cherokee for as little as $19,999. Better prices, bigger selection. Go to Sunset Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sarasota today.
Today, everyone is looking for more fashionable choices in flooring than ever before. And G. Fried has responded with a huge selection of carpets, tile, wood, laminate, and vinyl. Installed by a highly skilled team, G. Fried has got everything you're looking for and more. The next time you think about quality flooring, think G. Fried Flooring America. G. Fried Flooring America. Our world is at your feet.
For your plumbing, electrical, or air conditioning, and services is qualified, and service calls are free. And services.com, A-N-D, services.com.
Holiday traditions promote togetherness and belonging in a community, and residents say the Colonial Gables neighborhood's tradition of holiday decorating is one reason it's a great place to call home. ABC7's Linda Carson shows us more.
No, this is not the North Pole. It's the Colonial Gables neighborhood. But the holiday spirit is alive here.
Colonial Gables is a very warm, loving community, and during the Christmas holidays, everybody gets together and they do a wonderful job decorating.
The decorations attract people from all over. Even a trolley comes through to see the spectacle. All are welcome.
They hand out candy canes, they do hot cocoa, s'mores. I mean, it's just one big festivity.
Residents treasure their decorating tradition.
It brings everybody out at night, and it just turns 70 and 80 degree weather into that winter wonderland.
It's one reason this is a great place to call home.
When you come home, it's just you're saying hi to your neighbors. You know your neighbors around you. It's everybody's pets, everybody's, kids are out and about, and they feel safe when they come in this area.
Ken Jamiski has lived in Colonial Gables 40 years.
I raised 5 of my kids here, and 4 of them live in the neighborhood. And my grandchildren, or 13 of them, live around here, so this is home.
Dan Patterson, head of Security Patrol, has been here since 2005.
I bought my parents' house, who had lived here from '92, and they always decorated.
And growing up as a kid, I always learned to decorate the house. My son has actually bought a house a couple of years ago, so he's got into the decorations.
Dan and his wife have won the neighborhood decorating competition before.
My wife's theme is snow people, snowmen. We even have an upside-down snowman blow up in the yard. The more snowmen that she can get, the better off she is.
Lori Rinker says these community-wide holiday decorations create a bond among the residents.
I think it just adds coming together and just communication and friendship, and I think it's very needed in today's world.
And spreads holiday cheer.
It puts you in the spirit, and I wish that for everybody. I really do. So come join us.
You can reach the Colonial Gables neighborhood by turning on Woodland off Bee Ridge. It's made up of about 600 homes, and about 60% are decorated for the holidays. They love to have visitors, so you'll be very welcome. Linda Carson, ABC7, your Suncoast News.
Well, that place is a place you want to take your kids or your grandkids to look at some of those holiday lights. That's beautiful.
I'm suddenly in the holiday spirit. All of a sudden, it just happened. This was the moment.
Between that and the cold weather, you know, it feels a little bit more like Christmas, I suppose.
It does, but I think by Christmas, we're going to get rid of that cold and have some decent weather. I think there's a weather shift coming up.
All
It's
right.
going to do that.
Thank you so much, Steve. And thank you all for joining us tonight. World News Tonight with David Muir is next. We'll see you again at 11. Have a good night.